Kia ora, and welcome to Ka ora te Wahine, Ka ora te whānau, where we bring the health and well-being of Māori women into the spotlight through informed kōrero. I'm Jenny, and with me here today is Annie Sweetie, Mikey and Tiana. Today we're talking about cervical cancer. One common myth is that cervical cancer only affects older women, but in reality it can affect women of any age. Cervical cancer often has no symptoms in its early stages. Regular screenings can catch it before it becomes more serious. Let's dive in and learn more about how we can protect ourselves and our whānau. So what is a cervix?
Your cervix actually lives in your vagina, and the best way to describe it is you've got a little donut, and what we're trying to do is get the sample that's in the middle of the donut, and that's your cervix.
Wow, haven't heard it described like that before.
Normally most female come in and they know the general function of what happens down there, but they've been told a white lie or a myth by one of their koros or their nannies, and then that's how they'll live for the last 20 years, and then you dispel that in that one room and they go out with this new lease of life because they are now empowered because they know exactly what's going on in their whare.
One of the big campaigns that I know that motivated me to go and get it done was Smear Your Mare. And that was a huge campaign that started out at Rotorua. How has that changed the landscape for us?
The education is out there now. Yeah. It's not tapu to talk about it.
No. And you would have had the experience of the silver rod and things like that, cold and uncomfortable.
And it hurts. If you picture a doctor standing at the end of the table and you're lying on the bed and your tarao's not there, and then they're bending down with their prod to do this examination. Now that it's a self-examination, I think that's awesome.
So Tiana, you've done a self-swab, eh? You're young, like you've had it. You don't need to have it again for another 5 years. So tell us about that.
It was really fast. It was, just your general questions with the nurse, and then they give you space, they go out of the room, and then you have the hands, you have the, your...
Do it yourself.
Yeah, you do it yourself, yeah.
And people say they like that because they can control the pressure.
Yeah.
They can control how far it goes. They have full control of the whole experience, and then they come out and they're like, well, that was easy. And you're like, cool, go tell all your friends.
Yeah.
Each time someone comes in for a self-swab or for, they call it an LBC now, an old smear, there's always questions and an assessment we have to do. And if the assessment is just straightforward, I try and at least leave them with the reassurance that they've answered no to all these questions. So moving forward, just pay attention to your tinana. If they get any symptoms of abnormal bleeding, offensive odour, pelvic pain or discharge, just to go get a checkup.
So you just mentioned self-care there. What does care look like with our cervix? What does that mean? Being
in tune with your body, eating good kai. We get a monthly every month, so we don't get a choice. We have to be aware of our tinana all the time.
What do our wahine need to do, especially our rangatahi, to be informed?
They need to be educated about it.
But what about social media?
It's great because you have it on hand, and it's easy to just search, these types of things up, but it's different when you have life experience talking face to face, eh?
So our final thing, and I think I'll throw it to you, Tiana, because you've had the experience. We've got a new way to test now, and it's all self-testing. So what's it called, and how often does it have to be done?
Every 5 years, yeah.
Yep, so HPV every 5 years, no need for those scary big rods anymore.